Pillbug9 here with another episode of PillbugCraft. So today we're going to be doing something that involves these shears I'm holding. So, yeah, I guess let's go ahead and enchant these things real quick. Which one's cheaper there? Yeah, that one. On it first, and then we'll go ahead and put that on there. And I guess what I'm gonna rename these to should key in on what it is that we're gonna be building first. There you go. Seagrass clippers. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a seagrass farm to start off with. And that will lead into probably a time-lapse of building an actual turtle farm. But to start with here, we're going to be doing a seagrass farm here, so we have something to feed the turtles. And I guess a little side note as we walk up to where we're going to be building this farm, is that I found out that the replay mod, which allows you to pretty much capture some cinematic stuff within Minecraft here, does actually work on Minecraft Realms, which means I can use it here, which is exactly what I intend to do for the time-lapse later. Because there's one material that I'm kind of missing to build this thing. And that material, don't know how that fell out of the system, but that material is the, I'll just throw it in there. But, yeah. That material is, I needed a couple of, for lighting purposes. And I didn't want to use, like, redstone lamps. I was going to use shroom lights, which I don't seem to have any of. So, we're going to need to go ahead and pop over to the shopping area for that. But I guess I could go ahead and show where I'm planning to put this thing. I think I'm planning to make it as wide as this. No, a little bit wider, actually. Yeah, it's gonna be like 5 blocks wide, I think. Centered on this, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, that's already 6. So I guess 5, is that a 2-block center or a 1-block center? I think if I made it like that. It would actually be one there and one there added onto each side, I guess. Although actually, as many blocks as this, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually perfect, so that's how wide the farm needs to be. And I think that's how high up we're gonna put it. So either side of this thing has to be a solid block. That's what I determined during tests. So that needs to be a solid block there. We're going to put that and that underneath that. Going to be holding it up. And then those right there. Now, I do need to test something here to see if we can actually use the iron trap doors like that. If you're standing on this, yeah, it does open. So if I was running back and forth like that, that would happen to us. Okay, that's unfortunate. It looks like we're not going to be able to extract a redstone output from this block without that causing that to get messed up. So I'm going to have to use something that isn't affected by redstone for the floor there. As cool as that does look. Guess we could still keep that in the center and... you know what? Slabs made from this would probably do the trick. There's a crafting bench right down here. We're also going to need more regular stone, I think. Let's go ahead and do a single crafting of that over there. And, Let's see here. Wrong place. Got another trap, or not trap door, but another one of these here. Yeah, that doesn't look that bad, I suppose. That kind of looks cool, although the gray does kind of stick out. Maybe I can find a better match for that block, but that's not that important, I guess, for the farm design that we're doing here. Then I guess also what we're gonna have here is, we're gonna go ahead and route that along like that. And that is gonna make this a little bit cramped, but this will kind of make it look like it's a bit more supported. And the part that goes out the front here will actually be for the railing. As actually, it should be, the part that comes over like that should be up one more. That will link up with the ones. Guess, actually, it will link up with the ones underneath, and I'm not sure if I like that, or though it looks kind of a little weird without that under that. I think that's fine. So then that links up like that. And then now what we can put up here that looks like it's being supported by that is some glass back like that. So that'll just keep us from falling off. In theory, anyways. So that will kind of jut out slightly like so. So, yeah, I kind of wish I had one more iron bar at a place there. And, of course, on this side as well. Although on this side's the entrance, so we can't really, like, do that from that side. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit weird to operate, I think. But don't know how to get around that possible issue without doing that, and then we're just stuck up here. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to make sure that... Like, so I guess the fence gates link up to this. We'll have to find that out. I'll try that before I rule out that possibility completely. Then, of course, we're gonna have to punch out the wall here slightly. This indentation is where the kelp's gonna go, and we're actually... Hopefully that didn't break anything too important. It's just a lamp. The upper lamp for the thing right below that. You know what? We'll just go ahead and throw the lever directly on top of the thing here. No one ever sees that section. That looks a little bit odd, but you can't really notice it that much. Gonna have to do that kind of trade-off for that. And of course, we're covering over that and that. And then this is gonna be the final amount that we're going back. So we're actually gonna clear out that and put that as the ground back here. And we're also gonna go ahead and do that just actually around here as well. Kind of carve out that there is something in this space. That'll also actually make this less out of place. And we might actually have to go ahead and use our wings to fly in there in a moment as well. Of course, I'm just finishing up the block placement. We need to leave that block empty. And that one, that's where our dispensers with the bone meal is going to go. And actually, right in the center there, we need a shroom light to illuminate us. But we'll figure that out. So, we need that, and that, and of course we're gonna have to go up there to run redstone. But I guess we'll put in the bone mill later, actually. I don't want to risk causing more problems there. Of course, that taking an output from that block, I don't think that'll hit any redstone back there. At least I hope it won't, but we'll need to figure that out. Anyway, I can't really work in darkness now, can I? So let's go grab those lamps, I suppose, after we set it today. And I guess we'll also check our stores for any possible profits as well. Okay, I guess first things first, before we check any of the stores for potential profits for us, I think this was the one that was selling the shroom lights. So, I guess let's see. No idea what it means by 1 diamond per stack. There's not a stack of these in there. But, I guess we only need 1. Let's take 1 and give them 1 diamond for that. We can afford to do that. Right, this one doesn't have an ender chest. Yeah, we can totally afford to do 1 diamond for 1 shroom light. It might have been what they had in mind, actually, but yeah. Let's pick that up and give them one of these. Well, they probably need to check that chest at some point here. Owners of this store, that is. But anyway, we got what we aimed for. Now let's see, did we make that diamond back anywhere? Let's find that out, shall we? Guess I'm only gonna check the ones that have actually had sales in the past. Oh wow, somebody bought a bunch of these. Or somebody bought 1 stack of 2 of these. Okay, well, we'll collect that. Oh, we'll collect that. And no one bought any pork chops. That's fine. Nobody ever buys pork chops. Looks like people finally got the hang of paying at the store, so, maybe I'll get rid of this guy or repurpose him to sell something. But, yes. And, of course, iron store. Any sales here? I never stocked up the whole chest. Okay, no sales there yet. Oh yeah, and I guess we should check that place for rocket sales and bamboo sales and stuff as well. As this is another store that's actually sold stuff before. And let's see, I guess this one's got a payment chest. Yet again, I'll go ahead and take half of that, I believe. I should go ahead and stick the other half in the office. Somebody patched up that massive hole with dirt. I'm gonna have to fix that at some point. Okay, there we go. Crunchy Potato needs to check up on that. For the iron ingots sitting in that chest, but yes. And now to check the upper story, which is actually mine completely, so... Anyone buy rockets? Nope. Starting to start selling TNT up there, but not right now. And I think that's it for checking the stores that actually have sold anything ever. For now, anyways. Now, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and put away this stuff, and let's go stick our shroom light up. Okay, and we're back at this little construction site of ours. I guess I did grab the other stone pressure plates that we needed, so I'll stick those there. And then we must remove that one single block there, and put that right in there. There we go, now you can clearly see what's going on here. Now we just need to hook up these pressure plates to those dispensers, and then add the water, which we're going to do last. Because that's always kind of scary. I guess actually what we should have done first was go back in here so that we can actually hook it up. Okay, so that does bust into the wall, but that shouldn't really matter a huge amount there. So I need to route that, not like that, actually. It needs to be routed over by one there. Okay, this is going to have to go. Okay, that is, like, gone. Let's move that, actually. We'll move that over there. Perfect. So this needs to be routed up to the top there. And then back over to the other pressure plate so that both of these fire. I'm not sure if we're going to have enough redstone dust for this. So this will route through here, up here, and around. Actually, it'll just route up to there. Yeah, so it'll route over the top of that, go over the top of the other one, and then route back down to the other pressure plate. Don't think we've got enough redstone dust on us to do that, actually. So, yeah, we've barely got enough to even make it onto that. Let alone what we need to do next. So I guess, yeah, it's that, and then you're out over like that. So that does activate that one, which is good, I suppose. We're gonna run into the other part of the base. It looks like we might. The one on this side might be... Yeah, the one on this side is gonna be complicated. Because of course it's going to be, why not? So this is supposed to be the edge of it. So it'll have to go right under the edge. And then come up behind it, I think. Now the only thing that we really need to do now is put in the water. So let's see. Water there. That gives us that. Water there. Then water there. And water there. Okay, perfect. That should all be flowing towards the front, which again, that's important. Now, first test of this thing. We grab that and put it in there. And then we... Yes, I need to still test if a fence gate will link up properly. But the idea would be, we walk over that, then we break all of that, and then we walk back. It looks like server lag sometimes causes a problem, as well as it looks like stuff can slip through that gap. Well, that's no big deal, though, to see how much, yeah, it's got some minor inefficiencies, but that's not that big of a problem, I don't think. Of course, you do walk over it once in order to even get in here. So, it's a bit of a problem, but nothing we can't work with here. Now, let's see, can we do like a fence gate here then? Okay, let's see, I made a fence that uses a piece of bone meal every time we do that. Yeah, that looks weird and doesn't quite link up. Although if we don't do that, I'm not sure how to ensure that we don't walk off the edge by accident. I mean, I guess we're not going to really have to use it that often. I'm not really inclined to fix this thing, as we still got other stuff to get to in the video. So, not really inclined to fix this thing's minor issue is we're not actually going to use this, whoops, often enough to warrant having to spend lots of time fixing all those problems. So, I think I'm probably going to clean up this stuff, and then probably we'll be doing a time-lapse of the actual farm that we need this thing for. So, now that we've got a way of producing lots of seagrass. I was going to take down that because it looks bad. Okay, perfect then. Okay, probably time-lapse time in a second here. I also gotta remember not to break these shears either. Okay, and there we go. All the turtle eggs have been placed in here, and this is now looking like it's operational. Unfortunately, I couldn't get this video out in time to make it the second video of the month, but yes. Because that other clip you saw was actually about like a week ago or something. Things came up, and I was not able to do this time-lapse portion until till after. But, which means this video is going to be a bit late. But assuming all goes well in editing, that time-lapse you saw should have been done with the replay mod. And I hope you enjoyed it, if that is indeed the case. But, anyway, this farm is now pretty much built. It's not gonna stay looking like this, obviously. We're gonna build something cool over the top of this. Just these fences are here to make sure that the turtle eggs don't get trampled before they have the opportunity to hatch. This is just to keep the mobs out so that nothing tries to trample our eggs here. And these temporary blocks, and this gravel is temporary. So yeah, those are temporary blocks right there, because we need to get turtles into this thing, and they need to be hatched in the actual farm as well, because they need to consider this to be their home in order for them to breed here. So I put 2 eggs on each block, because I think that should be sufficient for us here. But the idea is, and I know it's a little bit cruel sounding, but the turtles, the eggs will hatch once we have these turtles permanently in position. And then they'll fall in the gaps underneath these blocks, because turtles only drop the scute material, which is what we're after here, obviously. When they grow up, they'll grow up and drop that material, which will then be picked up by the hopper minecart rail system thing underneath there. As if there's any items in that hopper, that'll activate that and keep the hopper minecart there. That'll just keep looping around forever. And then the stuff will end up in that chest for now. We'll pretty much do a water stream similar to that to get it down into our storage unit, or storage area on our base, rather. But, yeah. So that's essentially what that will happen, and since that block is only 1 gap and turtles are bigger than that, that will be our disposal method for the extra turtle is, because once they grow up, they're of no more use to us. That would be the kind of cruel side of this thing, but then again, all Minecraft farms are kind of like that. If you want to be able to get lots of a certain material. Because Turtle Island was a good idea, but it didn't really work out because the turtle babies all go to the water when they hatch, and then they swim away, never to be seen again. And I have a really hard time finding all of the scute floating in the ocean after that. So, this thing should be decent. The person who I got the idea for this farm from, who actually pretty much came up with this particular design, built 2 more modules of the thing, but I think 2 should be sufficient for us here. 2 rows of eggs. Because the larger we make this thing, the larger the building we gotta build on top of it is. I'm probably gonna keep it kind of flat, the building for this thing. But, yes. Which is why I built the whole farm into the ground rather than above the ground. Is so that we don't have to build a very tall building, so we can save some resources. I'm not going to spoil what I'd like to try to build on top of this thing in case it doesn't quite work out, but, yes. Yeah, and I guess to be extra safe that nothing spawns in here, I probably need to add those extra end rods as well. So, let's see here. 1 there. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, on the fence posts like that. That just looks cooler. Yeah, let's just break that then. Okay, I think... Oh, and we need to go ahead and do this other side, too. I just really want to make sure that nothing tramples these eggs, because these took forever to get at Turtle Island. It's decent for getting a bunch of turtle eggs, at least, our Turtle Island project that kinda didn't work the way that I was hoping it would. But, yeah, at least that is out of the way. But anyway, I think that's about all the time we've got for today's video. Sorry it took a little bit longer for it to come out than I was hoping, but, hopefully the wait was worth it. And I'll try to get back to, doing the 1 video... Did one of the eggs hatch or something? I'll try to be getting back to doing the 2 videos a month. This month here. But, yeah. Oh, right, these things have to crack these eggs have to crack, and then they eventually hatch at night. That's what it is. So, yeah, kind of forgot how turtle eggs work for a moment there, but yes. Anyway, I guess if you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like. If you really loved it, consider subscribing. And press the notification bell if you don't want to miss out on the rest of our little turtle farm project here. And I do have some really cool surprises in store for this project, so yes. But anyway, my name is PillbugCraft, and so long till next time.